Hey everybody, this is Brian Thomas from the Batman vs. James Bond show, and you are listening to the BS Podcast Network.
Asante san, everyone. You are listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. We are artistic buffs talking about Disney stuff. www.magicourway.com is the place to find us. We are talking with a person who experienced the Walt Disney World Cabanas firsthand. She got to do this on New Year's Eve, totally by luck. So you definitely want to hear her story and hear her thoughts about how her cabana experience went in Tomorrowland. So look, man, it's time to talk cabanas. So enough of my jibber jabber. Let's go make some magic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the hub, and today we are talking about those Walt Disney World Cabanas. And with me today, we brought back one of our MoWHOcan's here, Dr. MoWHOcan, Leisa Mundy. How you doing, Lisa?
I am groovy. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just great, man. It's just me on this particular episode. So we get to have a one-on-one conversation about, all in depth, about the cabanas, because you just recently had an opportunity to stay in them, correct?
I did.
That is awesome. And so for those that are kind of listening to this in the future and have no idea what we're talking about, maybe not, back in December of 2016, the Walt Disney World started promoting these in-park cabanas that you could rent in Tomorrowland, right?
Right.
And they were where were they located exactly?
Well, a lot of people that are familiar with Disney World and have been going regular or like for a long time would probably know it as the former smoking area. It's kind of like a little dip down terrace area back behind, between like where Space Mountain is, right back where the railroad tracks are. Right. Yeah. And the restrooms. Yeah.
And how many guests did you have in your party for this?
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool that you got to
tried to find people. We were like calling local friends up, like except all of them, they were on blackout dates, so they couldn't come in without paying. So. Right.
So,
I'll kind of describe it for you.
Yeah.
It was probably, I'm really bad with sizes. I'm going to say about 8 to 10 foot in width.
Okay.
And then about 20 feet long.
Okay.
Maybe a little longer. But it was plenty of room for like a corner couch, like the curves around.
Yeah.
And then like a little coffee table that was, in the middle, and another chair, and then, end tables. They had Dyson fan heating and cooling units in there. They had a small one, and then they had a freestanding tall one in the middle that, you could turn it on. If it was too hot, it would cool you down. If it was too cold, and we had some cold weather while we were down there.
Right.
It would put out some heat. A nice station that had a mini fridge in the middle that was stocked with Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, waters. I think there was whatever the chocolate Nesquik drink is they have there in the park for kids.
Yeah.
Juice boxes, a lockable storage area that was very, it was huge. It was a cabinet that we could lock. They provided us with a charging cord, just in case we'd forgotten ours, which I thought was a nice touch.
Right.
And then on either end of this cabinet structure was a electrical outlet with 2 USB ports built in. So plenty of charging, space for multiple phones. And then there was a table and chairs and a menu. And apparently these were being kind of attended to by the, Cosmic Rays that's over there? Is that the name of the place?
Yep.
I've never eaten in there. I mean, I've been by there, but I've never been in. But anyway, that's where the menu, I think, was from. And my nephew immediately wanted to know if he could order a bacon cheeseburger, and I checked the prices, and the prices were the same as what it would be if you went over and got it, yourself. And so she took his order and brought it back, and it was steaming hot. It may have been hotter than what you get when you go to the counter.
You're probably right, yeah.
Yeah. It was steaming hot, and, she also brought him s'mores, which he didn't even ask for, so, hot s'mores.
Right.
And we tried to tip her. She wouldn't take a tip.
Really? Wow. Okay.
No tipping. They are not allowed. As of right now, the attendants for the cabanas are not a tippable position.
Oh, that works. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, well, yeah, except I felt really bad because the way that they treated us was just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the feeling that it didn't matter whether you were, I don't know, Garth Brooks, because he probably was in one when he was down there. I don't know.
Right.
But, or whether it was Leisa Mundy, she was just over and beyond with, anything we needed all day long. They had a basket of fruit with bananas. See, we had the bananas for Lee. He didn't show up. Oranges and grapes. And, you start doing the math on some of this. And, there's real world prices,
right,
which, you pay at your local Kroger or whatever. And then there's Disney World prices.
Right.
And, we all know that when you go to Kroger, you're not paying $1.99 for a banana. But if you go to the fruit stand in Magic Kingdom, you're going to pay $1.99 for a banana.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely
the
right.
value of what, their retail price that they put in there, it wasn't chintzy at all. There were Mickey straws over in the chips and pretzels and goldfish basket, Doritos. So, they had a nice assortment of stuff, and all of that was included with the price.
Okay.
And those were refillable all day long.
So was any of this like, it sounds like that when you ordered the burger, it was kind of like a room service type deal where you could pretty much order anything off of that menu. But the other stuff like the drinks and the snacks and stuff, was that customizable to you, or is that pretty much standard for everyone in the cabanas that they serve those particular refreshments and snacks and whatnot?
That was standard fare.
Okay.
That's what the cabanas were stocked with.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And I'm sure they would adjust it if you had any allergies and stuff to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I didn't know about the whole Cosmic Race thing where you could order off of that menu, because it's a counter service, but they have a pretty extensive menu of a variety of things. So that's pretty neat. So you got a churro?
Yes, actually, and GT wanted pretzel.
Okay.
She brought us 2 of each. So you figure that's another, $20 probably? Easily,
yeah.
With the chocolate sauce and the cheese sauce for the pretzel. So,
Right.
That I'm sure adds on. But, yeah, I mean, and then you got your free ear hats, all of our ear hats with our names on them.
Okay, I was just about to ask that, because you see that in the picture as well, that they came with some Mickey ears.
Yep, yep.
Well, back up just a second. So this was your first churro.
Yeah.
How was the churro?
It was hot. She actually went directly, she must have run back with it because it was still warm, and it was wonderful.
See, that's awesome. Sometimes when you get at the cart, it's not as hot, but sometimes it's the best when it's piping hot. Like, I've gotten a bunch of piping hot ones at Disneyland, and they're incredible.
Yeah, I am a churro fan now. I understand. I understand. So.
Yeah. So, I have to ask, did you try for a turkey leg?
No, because remember, I'm off the turkey leg wagon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I thought, maybe you might have given it another shot just to see.
I did.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
Okay. Well, let's pause the Cabana store for a second. So you had a turkey leg on this trip, and...
Yep. It still tasted like crap.
Oh, no. Eli's going to be so disappointed.
Yeah, you know what it is? I think they have reduced the sodium in them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because we got one. Because when we first got there, I was a little munchy because it was late in the day.
Yeah.
And we hadn't had dinner, and I'm like, let's just go ahead and we'll get a turkey leg.
Mm-hmm.
And the first bite I pulled off of there, because I deconstruct my turkey legs. I'm not like one of these people that, eats it like a caveman. Yeah, I'm not doing my cave woman impression at Disney. Yeah. But, I kind of, as I sat there, and it's something in, I think they've reduced the sodium.
Okay.
And I think that they've maybe changed whatever they base them in or whatever, because there's definitely something different. And, I'm afraid that might have been my last turkey leg, because I don't think I'm going to drop another $12 to experiment the next time I go.
That's saying a lot, man.
It also gave us a premiere, I forget what they call it, but, premiere parade viewing and fireworks viewing for the night. So that was pretty nice. Our parade spots were right underneath the Christmas tree looking straight up Main Street at the castle.
Oh, okay, cool.
So... or as I call it, the media spot.
Right. I was wondering what that was. Okay.